Hello everyone, Blitzcraft here bringing you yet another episode, and this time we are going to play as a Death Knight. So let's get started.
All life must end.
All that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality so that you may herald in a new dark age for the Scourge. He is now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's hope stands defiantly against us, a blemish upon these plague lands. They must all be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now and claim your destiny, Death Knight.
You know what to do. Anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight. I have granted you immortality, so that you may herald in a new, dark age for the Scourge. Gaze now upon the lands below us. The Scarlet Crusade scurries to undo my work, while Light's hope stands defiantly against us, a blemish upon these plague lands. They must all be shown the price of their defiance. You will become my force of retribution. Where you tread, doom will follow. Go now and claim your destiny, Death Knight.
Aye, my lord. We were fools to trust the light.
I will listen for now.
I've heard the call of the Lich King, Death Knight. Now it's time to answer your master. The single most important piece of equipment to a Death Knight is the Rune Blade. It is through the Rune Blade that a Death Knight commands the powers of Frost, Blood, and the Unholy. The Rune Blade also acts as a vessel to store the Death Knight's runic power. The time has come to create your first Rune Blade. Search the weapon ranks on this floor and locate a battle-worn sword. Once found, take the sword to a nearby rune forge and use it to create a rune blade.
Ashes to ashes.
forges the battle sword into a rune blade sword must be used near the rune forge.
You need something?
The rune blade is an extension of your being. A Death Knight cannot battle without a rune blade. Well done, Erovin. You have successfully created your first rune blade weapon. With it, you will show the seeds of chaos and destruction. In your wake will be a bloodied field of battle, littered with the corpse of all that would dare oppose the scourge. The mark of war is etched in-depthly upon your soul, Death Knight. You have learned the dark art of rune forging, and with it you will engrave runes of power upon your weaponry. Preparations for battle must be made. Return to one of the rune forges, here in the heart of Arcturus, and use the power of the rune forging to emblazon your weapon with a rune of power. Return to me when your blade glows with dark energy.
Leave me be.
Rune of Razor Ice. Affixes your weapon with a rune that causes 10% extra weapon damage as frost damage and increases enemy vulnerability to your frost attacks by 3%, stacking up to 5 times. Modify your rune weapon. Modifying your rune weapon requires a rune forging Ebon Hold. Razor Ice.
Make it quick.
Remember these words, Death Knight. The rune forge is a scourge instrument. It exists only on Arcturus, Naxxramas, and the heart of Icecrown. You may only emblazon your weaponry at a rune forge. Return often and emblazon all your weapons. A Death Knight must be prepared for all that would dare oppose him. The endless hunger will soon take hold of you, Death Knight. When it does, you will feel pain immeasurable. There is only one remedy for the suffering. The hunger must be sated. I give you the key to your salvation. Chained to the heart of Arcturus are those deemed unworthy of the Dark Brotherhood. Use the key to free an unworthy initiate. Allow them to equip their gear and battle you for their freedom. Heal, and the pain will cease. Fail and suffer for eternity. Live or die, the choice is yours to make.
We are done here.
Right, let's see my abilities. I am currently Spectral Unholy. Do I want Blood, Frost, or Unholy? Blood, a dark guardian who manipulates and corrupts life energy to sustain himself in the face of an enemy onslaught. Frost, an icy harbinger of doom, channeling runic power and delivering vicious weapon strikes. Unholy, a master of death and decay, spreading infection and controlling undead minions to his bidding. Why was I... unholy from the start. Why not blood? Are hopelessly outmatched, human. Death is the only cure.
What?
As expected, my chosen knight has triumphed. You are ready, Erovin. Behold, Acheris, the grand citadel of death. It has no equal in this world. Not even the mighty Naxxramas could withstand a direct assault from the Ebon Hold. Looming above the face of the necropolis, it is all-seeing eye of Acheris. From it, the Master is able to see great distances into the territories held by our enemies. What the eye sees, the Lich King sees, and now the time has come for you to peer through the eye. The Lich King has called for you, Erovin. Go now, suffer well, brother.
Tomorrow is another day.
Your will is not your own.
The time to spill the blood of our enemies approaches. You must first learn what it is that you seek to destroy. Before rushing headlong into battle, it is what separates a death knight from a mindless ghoul. I will grant you sight beyond sight, my champion. You will use the eye of Acheris to steal our enemies' secrets. Towering above this platform is the eye of Acheris. From it you will call forth a probe that you will then use to analyze Scarlet Crusade fortifications and New Avalon. The eye has a host of powers that should make the acquisition of this data simple. Use the eye's chiffon to analyze the forge, town hall, hold, and chapel. The eye's control mechanisms are located on either side of this platform. No more time, Erovin. The Scourge will have this place. The Lich King commands it.
Slay all who oppose us.
They prepare for battle, as expected. But there is something else. I sense an old enemy, an enemy that I destroyed long ago. It matters not. We still send the full might of the Scourge against them before they have a chance to evacuate their homes and put in place their defenses. Listen well, Death Knight, for I give to you the words that will start a war. My final judgment has been passed. Death to Wall. None shall stand so boldly against the might of the Scourge without reprisal. As you have served me well in your first task, so too shall you serve me in your next task. Take my judgment to the High Lord Mograine at the command post of Arcturus, found on the first floor. Tell him to begin the assault, and when the crusade has been dealt with, we will finish off the Argent Dawn.
Go forth and defile these lands.
His eyes are upon you at all times.
The horns of war will soon echo across these lands, waking the dead and calling forth the Scourge war machine. Woe unto those that would stand in our way. You and your brethren will lead the charge, Erovin. When next I look upon the Scarlet Lands, my sight will be obscured secured by the legions of Acheros. The march upon the new Avalon begins now. Armies of the Scourge, hear my call. The Scarlet Apocalypse has begun. Tear the land asunder and leave only death in your wake. First Commander Thalaron awaits your arrival at the overhang located directly south of our current position. Report to Thalaron and requisition a Scourge Griffin to deliver you to Death's Breach. Prince Valanar will be awaiting for you down below. Suffer well, brother.
His will be done. We press on.
The blood is life, and as easily as the ebb and flow of blood is controlled, so too is the life of our enemies. With the whole of command, you will find the schools of blood, frost, and unholy. Each school has a trainer that can provide you with knowledge in various dark arts. I, Lord Thorval, am the headmaster of the School of Blood. Lady Alestra reigns over Unholy, and the Archlich Amalthazad holds dominion over Frost. You must return here whenever you gain power and train.
Suffer well. Speak your peace. Get on with it. You need something? Make it quick.
The war has begun, Death Knight. I shall place you upon my finest griffin and deliver you to Death's Breach. Chaos, death, destruction. You will herald in all of this and more. Below Acheros stands Death's Breach, the staging point of our assault upon the Scarlet Crusade. You are to ride one of my Scourge Griffins located on either side of this platform and report to Prince Valanar. Do as he says, and you may live to see these lands fall before us.
We will have our revenge. Speak your peace.
Do you smell it? Valanar sniffs the air. Fresh meat. The scent of Scarlet Crusade wafts through the air. Valanar salivates. Apologies, Death Knight. I'm sure you're not interested in my choice of fine cuisine. You're here to work, Lead the charge. Yes, I know. The Lich King has told me all that I need to know about you, Erovin. The time of bloodshed is now. They make their stand now outside of Death Bridge. Futilely attempting to push us back in hopes of saving their horses, mines, lumbers and citizens. This will be your first lesson in scourge warfare, terror. Go to the front lines south of here and destroy Scarlet Crusaders. Leave their corps so that we may utilize them for the Death March. But most importantly, kill the fleeing villagers. Soldiers dying are an affordance, but villagers? That is what strikes fear into the hearts of man.
Suffer well.
How fortuitous is that the crusade has a stable full of horses, a mere stone thrown from this post. Though they guard it tenaciously, an enterprising young Death Knight could break through their defenses and take what is rightfully his. Once you acquire a horse from Havenshire stables, return it to me, and I will see what can be done about transforming it into a proper death charger. Remember, Erovin, it is only stealing if you're caught. Watch out for that deranged stable master, Kithric.
Yes.
The sky darkeners are mindless constructs with one purpose: kill. Specifically, they are aiming to kill any man or woman that they see fleeing Havenshire for the safety of New Avalon. We certainly can't allow those cowards to make it to safety and then take up arms against us. There is one slight problem. They use Saronite arrows for maximum range and damage. Saronite, however, is a metal only found in Northrend, so supplies are limited. Retrieve those arrows for me, and I will reward you handsomely.
We will ravage this land.
Born of the Lich King's victory over Illidan's Storm Range, in the heart of the frozen wastes, Death's challenge is a rite of passage that all Death Knights must undergo. Seek out other Death Knights of Akaris and challenge them to a duel. They must accept and fight until victory emerges. Go now, Erovin, victory for the Scourge, glory to the Lich King.
Our master's will be done.
I can't attack that.
I will listen. For now. You need something? I will listen for now.
I can't attack that target. I can't protect it.
What? Leave me be. You need something?
But there you have it, guys, the Death Knight. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you guys next time.